Thank you. It's my great pleasure to be here with you today. Receiving this honor in Salt Lake City is very emotional for me, not just because of that lovely introduction by one of my star students, and Taki Alsop, conducting awardee, Jessica Altarriba, but also because of my family's deep connection to Utah. My father, Marin Alsop, was born and raised, family of 7 kids here in Utah. Shout out, some of my cousins are here today. And the thing you may not know is that Maurice Abravanel gave my dad his first job. I'm not sure exactly how it worked, but he was playing violin and bass clarinet in the Utah Symphony. So he told some funny stories about that. But Maurice also gave my dad the courage to pursue his musical dreams. And decades later, Maurice became my mentor alongside Bernstein at Tanglewood. One couldn't hope for a greater role model than Maurice. He was a profound musician and a compassionate human being. Miss him a lot. Listen, there's no question that we're living in extraordinary times, not just as orchestras, not just as musicians, but as people navigating a world of complexity and uncertainty. But because of that, I believe it's also a world of opportunity. If there's one thing I've learned on the podium, it's that moments of crisis can also be moments of possibility. They push us out of our comfort zones, out of autopilot, and help us take risks that we might not otherwise take. I believe we're at just such a crossroads right now. Our industry, as it has in the past, but even more so, is facing seismic shifts. Audiences, behavior, cultural relevance, financial pressures, equity and access, all of these converging at the same time. The temptation, of course, is to retreat, to cling to what's familiar. But history doesn't go backwards, and neither should we. If we're brave and we see clearly and act boldly, this upheaval, I believe, can spark a more vibrant, inclusive, and impactful era for orchestras. Let's talk about inclusion. I have to start with women, of course. My own path to the podium was not an easy one, as I'm sure you all know. When I began, the idea of a woman leading a major orchestra was unthinkable. There were no role models, no pathways, and few open doors. That's one reason I started the Taki Alsop Conducting Fellowship over 20 years ago, to offer upcoming women the mentorship and opportunities that I never had. What began as really a small act of defiance, saying, "We are here, we want to be seen," has grown into a global platform. These conductors are leading orchestras, transforming communities, and changing the face of our profession. They prove that talent knows no gender, and they remind us that when we widen the circle, everyone benefits. Looking forward, I believe that we must approach programming, audiences, and funding not with hindsight, but with innovation. Orchestras are and must be civic centers, physically and emotionally. At Orchids, the program I started in Baltimore that Simon mentioned in 2008, we used music to help students discover their strengths. From 30 kids when it started in 2008, it now reaches over 2,000 families, providing music education, academic support, meals, and more. But the most incredible thing is that many of those original 30 kids have now graduated from college with degrees in music performance, music education, and music management. They are our future. But the work is not done. To ensure the vitality of our art form, I believe inclusion must be systemic, not symbolic. Equity isn't charity, it's creative necessity. At the same time, we must preserve what makes our work irreplaceable, that human connection. Live music is about community, about gathering, about experiencing something beautiful together, inspiring, alive, and unrepeatable. But at the same time, we can't be purists. Our audience is not, clamoring to get in, and they're not waiting in the lobby. They're scrolling, they're streaming, they're watching. Technology, in my opinion, is not a threat. It's a bridge, it's a tool. That doesn't mean compromising quality. I don't think Beethoven and TikTok would be enemies. A streamed rehearsal can spark curiosity. A curated video can open up a lifetime of discovery for someone. We don't have to choose between innovation and tradition. We can and we must have both. And in times of uncertainty, the most dangerous thing we can do is play it safe. Yes, of course, challenges are real, but shrinking back, clinging to nostalgia, that's not going to save us. Courage and vision will save us, in my opinion. The courage to take risks, try new ideas, and believe that orchestras are not museum pieces. They're urgent, evolving cultural forces. So, a lot of platitudes from me here, but I thought I'd give you a few ideas to jumpstart your ascent. I wanted to get the word in at least somewhere. So, a few thoughts, and I'm sure you all do many of these already, but to be really intentional about it, include women and diverse leaders in strategic decisions. Plan concerts optimized for social media sharing. Use the digital tools at our disposal. Make community engagement central to your mission, not just an add-on. And of course, engage some of these super talented women conductors to bring a new perspective to your orchestra, like Jessica. In closing, I'd like us to try to seize this moment. Let's build orchestras that are diverse, innovative, and deeply human. Let's create a future where every child can see themselves on the podium, in the concertmaster's chair, or composing the next great symphony. Creativity is our greatest human asset, and it belongs to every single one of us. Thank you for this honor. Thank you very much.